I can't do a review of this beautiful truck looking like that. She gotta have a bath. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, F-250. Putting my seat exactly where I want it. Hey guys, so we've been gaining a little bit of traction these last few days here. Wake up in the morning and, you know, gain 10-15 subscribers. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna do another giveaway at 1,000 subs, and at 500 subs I gave away a hat. So at 1,000 subs we're gonna give away a hat and a hoodie. And I have ordered some company hoodies, but I'm also working on a design for a Workplay TV hoodie and hats as well. But for now, we got the hats. So here's one. This has the white lettering. I also have blue lettering and orange lettering right now. I'm gonna make a camo lettering next order. But these are the hats. I'm gonna throw some hoodies together. So for 1,000 subs, we'll do a giveaway for a hat and a hoodie. And sort of details will come later for that. Last time it was like a question, whoever got the answer right first. So it'll be something like that. So let's keep the subs going, let's keep the talk going. Like I mention all the time, I love the dialogue. Everybody's been super positive. People have bought some stuff that I've tried. You know, there's been some tires, there's been some hitches, you know, floor liners and stuff like that that I've done little reviews on. And people have used what I've said to make their decisions. And it's always going to be an honest opinion. I'm obviously not getting paid by anybody at the amount of subs that I have at this point. I'm definitely not being paid by anybody to say whether it's good or it's not good. So, you know, keep that in mind. It's going to be a very true, real world opinion on everything that I have right now. Hey guys, what's up? So we got to go get this thing a bath. So let's talk about the truck along the way. So I've had this truck for about 14 months now. It's got 74,400 kilometers on it as of right now, and those have not been easy miles. If you're new to the channel, you're stopping in for the first time, I use this truck for work and I use it for hard work. This truck is not a pavement princess in any way. It gets used a lot. So I use this truck for plowing snow. I use this truck for towing. I use this truck for absolutely everything. I've towed 16,000 pounds with this truck. In my most recent video, check that out, I was towing a enclosed trailer head on into a crazy snowstorm with my 9'2" Boss V-blade in front of me for 2.5 to 3 hour drive. Then I plowed that road, 18 inches of wet, heavy snow to get into a site to hook up a generator. Do a 24-hour emergency response, and this truck gets used. So if you're looking for a real world review on what this truck can do and how it holds up in pretty much all situations, you've come to the right place. We're just getting ready to merge onto the highway. I do have a car in front of me going quite slow, so that's kind of unfortunate because I wanted to sort of give it the beans here right now. But I will do that once we get on the highway. 440 horsepower, 925 foot-pound of torque, and it is a rocket. This truck is very, very quick. Everyone's sort of old notions of diesel. Here we go. Yeah, lots of power. So everyone's old notions of diesel trucks being slow, not anymore. This truck is extremely fast. So driving characteristics. If you want to get up and go on the highway, you have all the power you're ever going to need to get up and go. Handling is great. The truck feels very light, even though it's not light. This is a, quite a heavy truck. So right now we're cruising on the highway at about probably, like 72 miles per hour. Truck's very quiet. It's a windy day outside today, and you don't hear much road noise at all. I have 35 by 12.5, 20-inch open country AT2 Extremes on this truck, which do have a pretty aggressive tread pattern and a pretty deep lug. So there is a bit of road noise from the tires, not a lot, but a bit. And other than that, you really don't hear anything. The soundproofing material in this truck is great. Really, the truck handles very well. It tracks down the road nice and straight. It's not wandering over the road at all. It's it really is quite a pleasure to drive. As far as the driving experience with the truck, if you go test drive one of these things, pretty sure you're gonna love it, and it stays like that. When I test drove this truck, I loved how it drove. I have a 07 Tundra, an 09 F-350 with the V10, and I had a 14 EcoBoost that I traded on this truck. And I also have a 2017 F-550, which will stay tuned for videos on that. But when I drove this truck, I fell in love with it instantly, the way it drove. Obviously, this is the LARIAT Ultimate package, so it has a lot of creature comforts. It's a very, very nice truck. Very expensive truck. We'll also talk about that. When we get home, I'll go more in depth on the exterior and interior features, and I'll show you the window sticker on the truck, and we'll go over some of my sort of features that I like. I will do a separate video of my top 5 likes and top 5 dislikes. Something like that, if I can find that many likes and dislikes. I haven't really sat down and thought about it yet. So how is the truck holding up? Well, like I said, I use this truck for work. It is a work truck, but it's also sort of our family vehicle. If me, my wife, and our 2 large dogs are going anywhere, like tonight we're going out to my parents' place, and we're taking the dogs with us. So I'll fold the seats up, I'll put a blanket in the back, and the dogs are back there very, very comfortably. It's a very nice trip for them. Truck is holding up absolutely fantastic. I've had 0 mechanical issues whatsoever. A couple little nitpicky things. They've had a recall. So the rear doors on these trucks and the F-150, since they've gone to the aluminum body style, the rear doors in the wintertime, they freeze up and you can't get in. So they had a recall on that, and they fixed the issue. I did have a small leak, like 2 times. I had water dripped out of the grab handle here, and they determined that it was coming in through the sunroof and was then running down to the grab handle, and they fixed that problem. The other little issue that I had was with my trailer plug. My trailer plug would be non-stop, not non-stop, but it happened maybe 2 or 3 times where my truck would be telling me trailer connected, trailer disconnected, trailer connected, trailer disconnected. All that was I needed a new plug. And that happened fairly early into me owning the truck. Other than that, I've had no issues with this truck whatsoever. It has been completely trustworthy and problem-free. Outside of doing regular maintenance and tires, I haven't had to do anything to this truck whatsoever, and I think that's justified. That should be the way it is. Even though this is being used hard, you pay this kind of money for a truck and you buy this truck for these reasons, you shouldn't need to worry about fixing anything at this point, no matter what you're doing to the truck. So we're getting into sort of like in town right now, and you know, visibility in the truck is top notch. There really isn't hardly any blind spots in this truck, I find. The Ford mirrors are the best mirrors. I don't care what anybody says. The Ford mirrors are the best mirrors for visibility and just practicality. If I'm towing a trailer and I forgot to put my mirrors out, I don't need to jump out of the truck and either flip them up or pull them out. I just hit my little button here and they slide in and out by themselves. But visibility in the truck is great. My wife is like 5'2", and she loves driving this truck. She's up nice and high. Obviously, she can adjust her seat to exactly how she wants it. But she's up nice and high. She can see all around, and she doesn't feel overwhelmed in this truck whatsoever. She drives her daily driver is a two-door Honda Civic Coupe, and she can jump in this truck and drive this truck no problem. She's a pretty good driver, so I mean that helps. Not everybody can just jump from a small vehicle like that into a truck this size, no matter how easy it is to drive. But there's all kinds of things in this truck that helps with, you know, getting in around parking lots, getting in around town. The backup camera is great. Obviously, there's sensors on the truck for backing up as well. If you go to the Platinum, you get the camera package, so you get, you know, the 360 cameras, the cameras in front, the cameras on the side, cameras everywhere. This is all I needed. I use the backup camera for maybe like 3 things. I'm a mirror guy, I'm old school. I'll use my mirrors much more than I use my backup camera, but it's there if you need it. So as far as getting in around town and, you know, parking lots and things like that, it's actually quite easy in this truck. So we're just about to pull into the car wash. So I'm gonna give this thing a bath, and then we will head on home, and I'll show you some interior features and exterior features that I like, dislike, and just show you all around the truck. Just getting ready to merge back onto the highway, and I'm gonna come to a stop, and I'm gonna put it through the gears. And you can listen, hopefully, and you can see how smooth the truck shifts. The transmission's very smooth. Okay, we gotta slow down. We're up in 6. Very smooth, very smooth shifts in this truck, even from harsh. Like, even when you come onto it like that, it's still very smooth shifts. So I mentioned earlier that I've towed a lot of weight with this truck. I've bumper pulled like 16,000 pounds. I have a gooseneck. I have a 30-foot long gooseneck trailer that I've towed with this truck, and it very rarely downshifts. Even with heavy weights, it can consistently hold 6 gear, even going up some pretty decent grades. The truck is very strong, very torquey. With that much torque, that's what it's all about when it comes to towing. So for towing and just the overall feel of the truck, I have airbags on this truck. I didn't when I first bought it, but it was very quickly after I bought it that I had them put on. But I didn't get them put on because the truck didn't feel good. I got them put on because I put airbags in everything. Sam, V-Belt and Son, you know what I'm talking about. I put airbags on everything. I've got airbags on my 550, and it even made a big difference on that. I'll make some videos on that. But this truck, even without the airbags, the rear end is strong. You know, obviously the 350 is stronger, but with this truck you get a very nice balance of ride comfort and the strength you need for towing. So the ride is very smooth. Like, for a Super Duty truck, the ride is extremely smooth. It's It's not harsh to drive at all. It's not a half ton, so don't think you're gonna buy one of these trucks and it's gonna feel like a half ton. It is not a half ton, but it is very close, and they've come so far. The ride comfort in these Super Duty trucks has come extremely far. Fuel mileage. So fuel mileage on the highway, driving what I'm driving right now, you know, around 70 miles per hour. I typically get, if it's just straight highway to driving, I typically get between 12 and 14 liters per every 100 kilometers. Overall mixed driving, I'm usually between 13 and 13 to 16 liters per every 100 kilometers. So that's not resetting my tripometer like at all. That's just driving highway, driving around town, going down to pick up groceries, driving to hockey, all that stuff. That's typically what I average. 35-inch tires, so they are bigger, obviously. So if you run the factory tires, you'll get even better. This is the ultimate package. This came with 20-inch rims, and it came with Michelin LTX ATs, I believe they're called, and they're a great tire. Like, they're actually a really good tire. They last a long time. They drive great. They're pretty good in the snow. They're decent like in mud and stuff too. But for me, if you watch any of my videos, and if you know what I'm talking about, I need a very good set of tires because I'm driving in some really crappy situations. I'm plowing snow, all that sort of stuff. So tires that come on the truck, they'll do the job for pretty much everybody. So before we get into the interior and exterior features of the 250, I'm just going to show you what else I have sort of going on here on the channel. So this is the 07 Tundra Limited with like 400,000 kilometers on it. Obviously I've done some stuff to this. So there's lots of videos on that guy already out there and coming out. Okay, and I also have 2017 F-550, obviously another truck with the POWERSTROKE, 25+5 SureTrack 30K gooseneck trailer, my KX080-4 with an FAE mulching head attachment, 2009 F-350 V10. I have two Boss V-Blade snow plows. Love this truck. We got the DXT 9'2", another DXT 9'2" in stainless steel. I have two 12x7 enclosed trailers. We've got two Can-Am Max XT Outlanders with the track kits installed on them. This is an 800. This is my 650. This one is in camo, again with the track kit, Max XT Outlanders. So lots of content. Obviously I have, you know, lots of hitches and things like that too, guys. So there's lots of content here to cover on the channel. So if you're looking for anything that I have, so depending on what you're looking for, chances are I might have it, and I might be using it. Alright guys, so that's a bit better. Still is nowhere near clean, but it's much better than what it was. This time of year in our climate, it's extremely hard to keep stuff clean. It sucks, but it is what it is. So let's jump into some exterior features of the truck. Exterior is always very subjective. It all depends on what you like. I think all of the Super Duty trucks or heavy duty trucks look fantastic now. Whether it's the Ford, the Dodge, or the Chev, it doesn't really matter. It all depends on what you're looking for. They all look great. There's little things that set some trucks over the top. So this being the LARIAT Ultimate Package, you get 20-inch wheels. I really do like the wheels on this truck from factory. They're quite nice looking wheel. This truck, it has the body match, mirror caps, and door handles. I do like that look. I'm not a huge fan of chrome. There is a bit of chrome on this truck though, obviously, with the front bumpers and the back bumper. So with this truck, again being the LARIAT Ultimate Package, you get the power deploying running boards, which I absolutely love. So that's a nice feature to have. It's tucked up out of the way when you don't want them. People are always tearing running boards off, cutting too sharp into snowbanks and things like that. So going around to the front, it has a nice aggressive front end. I do like the two bar look across the front. Nice big Ford emblem. Super Duty stamped here on the hood. These are not the LED taillights, these are the halogens. At first I didn't like the look of the LED lights, but now honestly I wish I had them. But it was a pretty good size upgrade in cost. So these, like I said, these are not the factory wheels. These are Open Country AT2 Extremes 35 12.5 20s. I have a review out on them, and I'm gonna be posting a review coming soon with my first, couple thousand kilometers thoughts. They've been fantastic so far in every situation I put them in, and I put them in some pretty damn hard situations. So coming around to the back, you got the nice two tailpipe look here. The back tailgate, it's tailgate. You've got a little LED light here that really helps at nighttime. Your backup camera is right here, and this has no handle, so it's just a drop power tailgate. Nice soft damp release, beautiful. And this truck does come with the step, the old man step. It's honestly very easy to use, very easy to set up. I do really like this actually. I don't usually use the handle, but it's there if you need it. So to just fold it away, it's hard to do with the camera in your hand. You tuck it back in, push it up, done. So in the back, this truck has the spray-in bed liner, and it is the gooseneck or fifth wheel prep package. So I tow my gooseneck with this. It's very easy. It's got the drop-in puck style. You got LED lights here in the cab, mounted right here, and you've got a plug in here, so you don't need to wrap it all the way around your bumper. This is very, very good. Tie downs here. It came with the track system, so I do have the track system. I can hook other cleats in, so that's very nice. So popping the hood, this is completely stock as of right now. There's a lot going on in here, that's for sure, but the power is fantastic. Like I said earlier, everything in here takes care of itself, really. You just do the general maintenance, but this just gives you a look of the engine bay. Here's your air box here. Cold air intake's probably going to be going on this truck fairly soon. So this battery is going to go from here to here. S&B cold air intake is going to be placed right here. Oh, jumping into the truck, we got our power running boards. Climbing the cab, and right away it is extremely quiet in here and very comfortable. Push button start and stop. Obviously 4 high, 4 low. 2 high with a locking rear diff. You just pull out this lever here once you get her over in 4. Pull that out and you're good to go. Climate controls, so dual climate controls, absolutely, in a truck that's this price. One neat little feature in the interior here is these sliding cup holders. So you can slide that over, and now you went from 2 cup holders to 4 cup holders. There are cup holders in the door. You can fit a cup in here easily, and also in here. You've got cubby holes in the door, lots of storage. Keeping with the storage theme, there's loads and loads and loads of storage in here. It's like my office on wheels, so that helps. In here you've got your 2 USB ports and also more storage. You got your 12 volt and your 110 watt hook up here so you can charge your batteries for your drills and all that sort of stuff, your devices. You got a little glove box here, and then your bigger one down below with my window sticker that I'm going to show you here in a second. So I just realized that the sun was sort of playing havoc on us, so I moved the truck around. So in your steering wheel, you have your cruise control stuff here. You have all your sort of display stuff. Here is controlled right here. All your phone buttons are here, and your radio buttons are here. So when we start the truck up, I have the easy exit, easy entry feature on. So the truck right now has a steering wheel all the way up and the seat all the way back, making it easy to get in and out. So we start, put your foot in the brake, press the button, steering wheel comes down, seat goes up, everything is exactly where you want it to be. So in your displays here, nice big screen, you know, you've got all kinds of different features, your trip, all your truck info, tire pressure, digital speedometer, turbo boost gauge, all that stuff. But the turbo boost gauge is also already up there because I've formatted it like that. You've got some towing features, your off-road features, and some settings. I'm not going to go into that stuff, guys. You're not really probably here for that. All your window controls and stuff are over here. They're all very, very nicely laid out. 3 memory seat, automatic high beams and low beams, automatic lights. This truck does have the automatic high beams and low beams, which is controlled by this box right here, as well as automatic wipers. And I can tell you that one of my favorite things about this truck, honestly, is the automatic high beam and low beam. So this is the general cockpit of the truck. So when I shut it off, seat slides back, steering wheel goes up. So jumping out of the driver's seat, we're going to jump into the back seat. Now, I have not spent much time back here. I haven't spent any time back here, to be honest with you. I've asked people what it's like. They tell me that it is extremely comfortable, and I can see why. So like I said, the seat in front of me is now all the way back, and just look at the leg room that I have. And I have lots of headroom too, even though the panoramic sunroof is there, which is also a very nice feature in this truck. So the seating back here, you could definitely go on a long road trip for sure. I do wish that the seat was actually tilted back a little bit more though. I do find that it is a little bit too upright. So, you know, sliding over into the middle, give you a better view here of the cockpit of the truck. You've got your USB ports here, and again, you have your 110 plug, your cigarette lighter plug, and heated seats in the back, vents here. So very nice place to be. 2 cup holders back here, some pockets for storage, obviously power windows. And you slide back over, this center here folds down, give it a little button push, and you've got yourself an armrest and a cup holder for your road trips. Slide that back up, done. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I have 2 large dogs, and if you see any of my videos, they're with me. So for them, easily fold the seat up. It's got pretty much a flat floor here in the back. You can fold this out, so you got some additional storage. I never really need it, never really do it. So you pop these seats up. I've got a blanket that I drape over, that I've cut holes in, and it goes in the headrest holes here. Maybe this is something you guys can help me out with while I'm talking about this. I am having a very hard time being able to find a canvas dog blanket for the back. All the ones that I can find, they sell you cover this, and they come down and they cover this, and they cover your doors, but not if you use the truck like this. And this is the way that I want to use it. When I fold these 2 seats up, they can both lay down here and sleep, no problem. Tons and tons and tons of room. So if you got large dogs, This truck honestly is great for that, especially if you had the tonneau cover on back like I do. You can have this jam-packed with your dogs, your kids, or whatever. Your tonneau cover's back here. You can get a storage divider in these things, and all your luggage and everything can be back here, your hockey gear, whatever, out of the weather and secured. So tons and tons and tons of cab room in this truck. So obviously we were talking about the sunroof. So we can, it slides. So we got the sliding sunroof. We can slide it back. You've got a wind blanket here that comes up. We can close it back up. We can tilt it. Put it back down. Our shade can come all the way up and block it off if you've got some sun shining through that you don't want. Or you can slide it all the way to the back. It stops, press it again, all the way to the back. So the overall interior in the truck, my thoughts are, it's good enough. There are a lot of plastics, and I really don't mind because it's a truck. If I want a complete luxury vehicle, I'll buy a BMW or a Mercedes or a Jaguar or something like that. This is good enough, and it's still practical. Because like I said, I'm using this truck for work a lot of times. So being able to actually have knobs to turn is what I want. I don't want, honestly, you know, the new Dodges came out, the new Rams came out with that 12-inch screen. You know what, it might look great and I might get in the truck and I might love it, but I liked being able to have physical knobs to control everything with. You can still do it through here as well. You can do everything through here, your radio, audio, everything through there, but I like having actual knobs to do it with. And everything's very easy to reach. Everything is within reach. I don't need to like lean over to grab anything. So the interior layout is very good. The quality is good enough. Like I said, there are some little issues with the truck. I think every Ford truck honestly has this issue here, where this doesn't line up with this. Every truck I've been in, and I've seen lots of videos, they have an issue with this, which is pretty crazy when you think about how much you're spending on these trucks. How much are we spending on this truck? So this truck had an MSRP of $87,000. The base price was $64,250. There's $21,000 in options on this truck, but that includes the diesel, which is almost $10,000 to get the diesel. And like I said, it has the 20-inch wheels. The ultimate package is $5,700. Spray and bed liner, the prep packages, the clearance, the marking lights on top, power running boards. I'm missing a piece here, as you can see, but anyway, you're getting the idea. An $87,000 truck. Now, did I pay $87,000 for this truck? Absolutely not. Don't pay full price on a truck ever, unless you absolutely need that truck right at that point in time. Wait till they come on sale. Ford employee pricing and all that sort of stuff. Alright guys, so I'm sure that I'm forgetting some stuff. I don't know. But the main thing is with this truck, I've put it through some hard use, and it has not let me down once. Has not been in the shop for anything mechanical whatsoever. I've been extremely happy with the truck, very happy with the purchase. It looks great. It's gonna be looking better here soon. Leveling kit and some other stuff's gonna be taking place. Stay tuned. But overall, I love the truck. Very happy that I made this purchase. Do not regret it one bit. It's great for the family. It's great for work, and it's great for play. Hey, look at that, work and play. Guys, thanks for watching. Any questions on this truck or any other trucks that I have, please don't hesitate to ask me. Email me if you like. That's why the email is up there. All right, guys, thanks again. Stay tuned for more and more stuff coming. Please like and subscribe. You all have a fantastic day. See ya.